Have you ever felt like you're running out of time? Like the battle you're facing is too big, too fast, and you need a miracle now? What if I told you there was a day when time actually stopped? Not in theory, not in science fiction, but in real history, when a man prayed and God literally made the sun stand still in the sky. Sounds impossible, right? But it happened. And it changed everything. In this video, we're diving into one of the most unusual and overlooked miracles in the Bible, when heaven responded to bold faith and nature itself obeyed a prayer. This isn't just about a historical event, it's about what God can still do today in your life when you dare to believe big and pray even bigger. If you've ever felt like you're running out of time, this message is for you. If you've ever needed a miracle that doesn't make sense, you're in the right place. Get ready to be inspired, challenged, and reminded that we serve a God who still works in unusual ways. Most people expect miracles to follow certain patterns, healings, provision, or deliverance, but some miracles defy every natural law in ways so profound that they leave the mind in awe and the heart in reverence. One of the most unusual miracles recorded in Scripture is found in Joshua 10 verses 12 to 14, when God made the sun stand still. The Israelites, under Joshua's leadership, were in the middle of a fierce battle against 5 Amorite kings. As the enemies began to flee, Joshua wanted to completely destroy them before nightfall. Then, in a bold and almost unimaginable move, Joshua prayed for the sun to stand still over Gibeon and the moon over the valley of Ajalon. And God answered. So the sun stood still and the moon stopped, till the nation avenged itself on its enemies. Joshua 10 verse 13, and think about that, time itself paused. The earth's rotation, the celestial rhythm that governs tides, seasons, and the daily lives of billions of creatures, halted. The laws of physics, which scientists say are constant and immutable, bent to the word of a man and the will of God. This miracle is unusual not just because it defied nature, but because of how boldly Joshua asked for it. He didn't beg or whisper. He commanded time to stop, fully trusting that God could do the impossible. And the Bible notes something remarkable. There has never been a day like it before or since, a day when the Lord listened to a human being. Joshua 10 verse 14. This miracle reminds us that God is not limited by human logic or natural law. He is the creator of time and space, and he can interrupt his own creation to fulfill his purpose and defend his people. Challenges believers today to pray bigger prayers, trust God for the impossible, and recognize that sometimes the most unusual miracles come when you dare to ask boldly. The miracle of the sun standing still isn't just a historical record of divine power, it's a symbol of God's supremacy over time, nature, and human limitations. It reveals a deeper truth, that when God fights for you, even time itself can become your ally. Too often, believers feel pressed by deadlines, overwhelmed by pressure, or fearful that they've run out of time for healing, success, restoration, or redemption. But this miracle declares that God is not late, and he can stretch time, pause it, or redeem it for his glory and your good. What looks impossible to man is always manageable to the God who holds eternity in his hand. What also makes this miracle unusual is how God responded to a bold human declaration. Joshua did not hesitate to speak what seemed unthinkable. His faith wasn't passive, it was commanding, expectant, and rooted in relationship. He had seen God move before, and now he trusted him to move again. In our lives, there are moments when quiet faith is enough, but there are also moments when God waits for you to speak out with daring faith, to declare what you believe he can do. This story urges us not to limit God to the predictable. Miracles don't always look the same. Sometimes they come quietly, like a whisper of healing. Other times they come violently, like the Red Sea splitting. And occasionally they come unusually, like time freezing, ravens bringing food, or dry bones rising as an army. So, whatever you're facing, whether it's a race against time, a battle too big for you, or a future that feels uncertain, remember Joshua's miracle. The God who paused the sun can pause your storm. The one who held the heavens in place can hold your life steady. Dare to ask. Dare to believe. And don't be surprised if your miracle doesn't look normal. Sometimes the most unusual ones are the most powerful, because they remind us that we serve a God who doesn't fit inside any box. The miracle of the sun standing still wasn't just about Joshua's victory. It was about God showing us that nothing is too hard for him. He's not limited by time, nature, or logic. And if he could pause the entire universe for one man's bold prayer, imagine what he can do for you when you dare to believe. So don't be afraid to ask big. Don't settle for ordinary faith when you serve an extraordinary God. He still listens. He still moves. And yes, he still works unusual miracles. Thank you for watching. If this message stirred your faith, share it with someone who needs a reminder that God can do the impossible. And before you go, drop a comment below. What miracle are you believing God for? Let's stand in faith together and watch God move in ways we never expected. Please subscribe